everyone, and welcome back. Today I wanted to share some fall inspiration. My kids are back in school, and that is a sign for me that it is on. Fall is officially on. I have been picking up some new fall stuff this year, but the goal is to use a lot of the things that I already have, and then I can kind of fill in those gaps of things that I feel like I'm missing. Throughout the year, I feel like our homes do kind of pivot and change a little bit, so not each year is going to be identical, and I think that makes, decorating for upcoming seasons really fun and exciting. So I want to put this video together to inspire you guys and give you early fall ideas so you guys can already kind of have an idea of what you want to do come when you want to decorate for fall in your home. So grab yourself a cozy coffee or tea or something to sip on to enjoy this one. Thank you again so much for watching, and let's dive on into the video. Hello friends, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I could not be more excited because we're finally going to be bringing out all the touches of fall in this room, and I am just so excited to share it with you guys today. So I wanted to actually give you guys a quick overview of what the room looks like before we get started. I took out my normal throw pillows and my normal decor that I have out on my coffee table and just removed it. That way I could just have fresh eyes on the space. And then I took out all of my storage totes and pulled out everything fall. I'm actually not going to be decorating for Halloween today. We're just going to stick to the warm colors of the season and keep it nice and simple. I don't want to go as overboard as I have in other years. So I was just going to kind of go with what felt easiest, and that to me is always starting here at the fireplace. Anytime I decorate for a season or for like Christmas, this seems to be the spot that I love to start with. So I already have an idea of what I want to do. I've done this the past couple of years here on this mantle, but before I get started, I'm just going to give this mantle a quick wipe down with some of my Branch Basics multi-surface spray. I had picked up these stems from Hobby Lobby years ago, and now looking back, I want to say everything I decorated with this year is stuff that I've had from previous years. So I've really got a really good collection going, and standing back and looking at everything that I put out in this room, I don't think I put out anything new, but as we go, I will pull out anything I notice if I did pick it up this season. But these stems are just a Hobby Lobby find. I didn't want just a traditional garland run across the top of the mantle. I wanted to do more of like a cascading look. It just looks like I went out and grabbed these branches from outside versus picking up a garland from the store. So I just kind of laid those out, and I didn't want it to be perfect. So some areas are going to be a little heavier and thicker than others, and I want to just kind of see how everything naturally laid, and then I just very, very slightly adjusted what needed to be adjusted, just so at least makes it look nice as it sits up here. And then these white pumpkins I had picked up from Hobby Lobby a few years ago as well, and I just love how it looks against just the natural oranges, greens, and browns in the leaves of these stems. I had these cute little muted orange pumpkins, again from Hobby Lobby from years prior, and I just love how it's not like a bright in your face orange. It just gives it a little bit of depth. So I had a handful of these, so I'm just kind of scattering them across the mantle with these white pumpkins just to kind of fill it in a little bit more. I want to say last year I might have even had twinkle lights up here. But I didn't find any in my storage bin, so they must be in with my Halloween stuff. But I think even adding little twinkle lights up here would look really, really pretty at night, just to kind of set that cozy mood in the whole room. These twisted candlesticks, I believe I picked these up from Home Goods just last year. And one of the things I love about having these candle sconces up here by the fireplace is how I can change them out seasonally. So it's just a really easy way to add a pop of color or just a festive touch in a room. So for Christmas, I think I have some really deep red ones and some really deep green ones, and I could just easily swap these out for honestly just a few dollars, and it's a super easy, budget-friendly way to just add a little bit of the season to the room. So moving on to the sofas, all of these throw pillows I've collected over the last few years. I believe this is my second or third fall with these fall leaf pillows. I had searched high and low for these. They're from Home Goods. I think I paid $30 a pillow, but they are a really high quality down material. And then these really pretty, more flannel looking ones that you're seeing me place here on the sofa are from Target. I got those on clearance at the end of the season just this last year. And then the one with the little green pumpkin you see right here, those were also at end of the fall season that I picked up last year too. So I love being able to pick things up on sale at the end of the season, even though I know you have to wait a whole other year to use them. It is such a great way to get some of those really trendy, popular items without that big price tag. As I'm putting stuff out, I'm just trying to pull textures into this room and just kind of seeing what works and what looks good. So everything you're seeing me put out in today's video isn't necessarily going to stay or where it's going to land. So I kind of experiment with things, and I also want it to be practical and functional. So I'm going to lay these blankets out every evening. We love to cuddle up in this room and either put on a movie or a show. And so I love having cozy pillows and blankets just that are easy to grab around the room. So I'm going to throw out these 2 throw blankets, one on each sofa. So no matter where you're sitting, you'll have a place to cozy up. And then I pulled these pumpkins. Do you guys remember how popular these were last year? I was so happy I was able to get my hands on some. This white one is from Home Goods. I think I paid maybe $12.99 for it. And then the yellow one, that more mustard yellow one, I think I had found at TJ Maxx last year as well. So I was kind of moving the pillows around the room to try and balance out the colors the best I could. And here's what I came up with. Moving over to our big cozy chair. The whole family loves this chair, you guys. It's so nice to fall into this spot at the end of the day. You know, when I'm done closing up the kitchen and dishes are running in the dishwasher, and maybe have a glass of wine, or, you know, just put on a movie and cozy in for the night. This chair is honestly so great. So I wanted to make sure that I also put a throw blanket over here and made it nice and festive, because it is, you know, a big part of the room and it's definitely used. So I'm going to put these 2 throw pillows again that I already owned. I want to say the one that says Hey Pumpkin is from a year or 2 ago at the Target dollar spot. And then the pillow behind it, I believe, was a TJ Maxx find. And then the throw blanket, I think I had gotten that actually on Amazon a couple years back. So here I am kind of playing with things and trying to figure out what works. There was just a little bit too much of the burnt orange and beige going on, so I thought I'd go ahead and bring in this more like mustard colored throw blanket that I actually forgot that I had. I pulled it out of my cabinet and put it over there just to give it a little mix of colors so everything wasn't the same and really bland. I need to get a candle to put inside this wicker pumpkin. I think it'll just kind of draw the eye to this side of the room. These two throw pillows, again, I owned. The one pillow with the stripes on it is out year round. Then the more muted one with the leaves that complements the ones on the sofas, I got the same year that I got my fall pillows on the sofa that I paid $30 a piece for. But you guys, I was on the hunt for those things. They just like screamed Pottery Barn to me. They look very high end. They look hand done actually, all the stitching on it. They're very intricate, and that's why I was like, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and pay the $30 a piece because I know I'm gonna have these pillows for a really, really long time, and I still love them just as much as I did the day I brought them home. So kind of added a little fall touch over on the bench in the corner, and now I wanted to turn my attention here to the coffee table. Again, we do live here. This is a very lived in, loved home, so I wanted to make sure that I was keeping things very functional. I didn't want to fill up the coffee table with a bunch of clutter, so I'm just going to keep it really simple with a vase with some more of these stems, and then maybe put out a candle and a couple pumpkins and call it a day. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the sun. Just yet, I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this is how everything is going to stay. I have so much fall decor, I could easily move things around and not even have to go to the store and buy anything. But this is just what I was inspired to do this day. I totally forgot I got the cutest little natural kind of wicker style mushroom and acorns. It's just a vase filler I put in this pedestal bowl that I usually have out year round just to give it a little fall touch. I shared this delicious candle in my recent fall haul, you guys. Even when I blew it out the whole rest of the night, the downstairs smelled like a bakery. Highly recommend this candle. It is on the strong side, so I will say if you're sensitive to scents or get headaches, maybe steer away from it. But if you love a good potent candle that will literally make your whole house smell like a bakery, definitely pick that one up. It's from Target. I think it was around $9.99. So that's how my coffee table came out. I really do like it. Again, it's just really, really simple with all the fall feels while still leaving us plenty of space to use the table, you know, through, you know, at night to put our drinks, put out movie snacks, stuff like that, whatever we need, kick our feet up. But now moving over to the entryway, I'm not doing a lot over here. I'm just pulling out those green stems, putting in some more of those fall stems and mixing in different fall foliage that I've just collected throughout the years. And then I debated putting up a fall sign right here, and I do end up putting it out, and I just didn't want a bunch of like writing and words everywhere. I know that was really popular in years past, but I've kind of steered away from wording and like writing on the wall or decor that has writing on it. But I just really, really like this sign. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out the more landscape one that I had on here with the gold frame and put up this cute little fall one. Now this is a really, really subtle touch, but I'm telling you, this is probably one of my favorite things that we did in this whole room today, is that I have some seasonal records. I have Christmas, we have this Halloween one, has all the fall colors, and I know I didn't decorate for Halloween today, but I think it still flows and we can just enjoy this record. We love to play this record player quite often. So I just put out the Haunted House Halloween vinyl on display, put on a record, and it really just brought this whole room to life. I ultimately decided not to do anything up on my shelves. At least that's how I feel it needs to be right now. I noticed that I want this to be an enjoyable process and not something that is overwhelming. And to be honest, I really like my shelves the way that they are. And I don't think I should have to clear off all these shelves just to make things look over the top in this room. I think even just putting, swapping out green florals you have around your house right now for some festive warm colored leaves, and maybe put out a few pumpkins and maybe a couple pillows and a throw blanket and call it a day. And that's how I feel I did in this room today, and I really love how it came out. So if you guys also enjoyed it, please give this video a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I do have more fall content coming. I want to move into my kitchen and also my bedroom, and I'm even going to be taking you guys thrifting with me in an upcoming video. So thank you so much for watching. Again, so much to come, and I'll see you guys next time in a brand new video. Bye! Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I wanted to share a fall kitchen with you guys, and out of my whole house, I don't know why, I feel like the kitchen decorating for the seasons is always my absolute favorite, and maybe that's just because the kitchen is the heart of the home. So I was itching to get in here and get this space decorated. But of course, before we dive right in, I wanted to give you guys, if maybe it's your first time stopping by, just a little lay of the land, what we're working with today. Now, I didn't completely clear everything out, just a few odds and ends in some areas that I knew we were going to be touching and decorating today. And I did get all my fall bins taken out. If you guys missed my last video, we decorated my family room area. I absolutely love how it came out. It's still very vibrant and festive without feeling too over the top and overwhelming. And I wanted to bring that same idea here in the kitchen. So these garlands you're seeing me place out right here, I got new off Amazon this year for very, very cheap. And if you guys want any links to anything, please just let me know and I'll grab them for you. This garland you saw me place at the very, very top, I've actually had for the last couple of years. I actually used it here in this exact spot last year. And then I'm just adding these other garlands that I got off Amazon to extend it to where it cascades down to either side of the window. And then these more simple garlands you're seeing me hang up have little bulbs on them, and they glow, and they have like battery packs on them, and I will show you guys what it looks like lit up. But I had shared a picture from Pinterest. I'll see if I can find it, and I will have put it on the screen for you. And you guys can see how close I got to that inspiration picture. But I figured starting here at the window over my sink was the easiest place to start, and that is one of my decorating secrets, because I know sometimes it could be very overwhelming, is where to start. So pick the easiest spot. In the family room, it's my fireplace mantle. In the kitchen, it's my sink and window area. So that's why I'm starting off here, and I had already pinned things on Pinterest for inspiration, so I didn't feel overwhelmed or like I didn't know where to start. I already kind of had a plan, and then I figured as I went, everything else would fall into place. I decided to complement a lot of the decor that I did last year, but just with a new twist on it. And I didn't want to take everything out and go over the top, because as I mentioned, I just get too overwhelmed. And then I didn't want to do too little, because I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist. So to me, this was a perfect in-between where I have certain pops that catch your attention throughout my home, but not every nook and cranny, not every shelf, not every open space of countertop is filled with decor. And although I admire a lot of that decorating, I just don't have the brain capacity for it. So to me, this is just what felt right in my home. So I know a lot of these fall decorating videos are floating around YouTube right now, and I've been watching them nonstop. It's my favorite time of year on YouTube. But just don't let it overwhelm you or pressure you, or even if you don't decorate for fall, maybe you're just curious and you love to watch what people do in their homes or their decorating style. That is totally fine too. I have plenty of people I know that do not even decorate. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I do the best I can to decorate with a lot of things that I already own. So like this pumpkin patch sign I already owned. Part of that garland I already owned. The decor you saw me just put out by my sink, I already owned a lot of that stuff. And actually in my family room decorate, 99% of the stuff, I think with maybe the exception of a candle, was all stuff that I already own. So please do not feel the pressure to go out and spend a lot of money. I would just use whatever you have. The Dollar Tree, Five Below, all those stores, even the Target Dollar Spot, they have gorgeous stuff this year. So don't sleep on those areas. That can be anywhere from $1, $3, or even $5. I wanted to be honest with you guys, and a part of me wanted to actually decorate off camera and then come back and redecorate. Sometimes it just makes the filming process move a little bit smoother and the editing process a little bit easier, but I just decided to just go with it, and you guys are coming along this process with me. So you're gonna see me put things out in this kitchen, and then we're gonna go back and change it. So this centerpiece here in the kitchen is the perfect example. So stay with me, we're not done with this area. But of course I had to take a trip to Target. I am actually sharing a cookie recipe with you guys, and I was going to share a drink recipe, and unfortunately I drive an SUV, and when I popped the back of the car to unload my groceries, the glass bottle of juice that I bought, it was a pomegranate juice, fell out of the back and shattered everywhere. So really sad that I didn't get to share that drink recipe with you guys in this one, but I am going to put it in hopefully my next video or so, because we are making this drink, people. But we're still going to make the cookies. I wanted to show you guys an overview of some of the fall festive stuff that I picked up at the store, again, just from Target. I love hitting the stores during the fall, Halloween, and Christmas seasons. I just love, the vibe in the stores. It's so cozy and gets me so excited. And of course, a lot of the stuff ends up in my cart. So we grabbed some pumpkin spice muffins, some of those fall little seasonal cakes, the little gummy eyeballs. Those were supposed to be for the drink recipe, and just a few other fall favorites. But like I said, let's go ahead and focus here on the kitchen island. And again, stick with me because we're not done in this area yet. I love this area in my kitchen, and I will make sure towards the end of the video I'll put in an after dark of the glow of this kitchen window. I feel like the camera never does it justice, but I'm sure you guys can get the idea. I'm so happy that I put a fresh new twist on what I did last year, because I know not everyone's into the bright, vibrant fall, and I didn't used to be either, you guys. But the last couple years, I've really embraced the oranges and the browns and the greens and the yellows. To me, give me a Vermont fall. Give me a Canadian fall. And if you guys are new here, I'm in Southern California, and we've got oak trees and palm trees everywhere. So give me all the fall feels, and being able to bring that into my space kind of gives me that little bit of fall that I don't have to drive up to the mountains to experience. I can bring it right here in my home. So let me know down below in the comments, what is your style if you do decorate for fall? Are you more of like a dark and moody with the browns and the blacks and the purples and the burgundies? Or are you like a vibrant person like I'm decorating in my home this year? Or are you just a neutral girly where it's very muted colors and beiges, and greens and stuff like that? Let me know what your style is, because I love to hear how everybody decorates in their home.
Summer is ended, the leaves are turning brown.
So as you guys can see, we swapped out the floral arrangement on the kitchen island. I feel like my downstairs is such an open concept that this needed something just a little bit more substantial. I already owned the vase, and I already owned all those fall florals, which you guys, over the years, I've collected so many fall florals. So between all my fall videos, you just see me go crazy with florals and garlands around the house. So I already owned all this, so it was a really easy swap for me. And then you'll see that beautiful first arrangement that we had on the kitchen island. We do continue to use that in this video. It'll just be in a different space. And as you can see here, I have these little tiny wreaths that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Maybe it was last year or the year before, and I did the same thing with them. I'll usually hang them here on my bar stools at the counter, or I'll even use them in a fall tablescape, which is also coming in a future video. So again, if you guys are new here, please consider sticking around. I love to decorate and film it and share it. I love homemaking and lifestyle. So if that's something that you guys enjoy, I invite you to subscribe if you want to. But we are going to continue decorating, but let's get this oven preheated because I wanted to share a very simple cookie recipe, and it's not made from scratch. You can easily pick up these ingredients at your local grocery store. These are brands that we all know and love, and I'm going to show you how to make the yummiest, easiest cookie that is so festive. It's adorable and it tastes amazing. I set the oven to 350 and I let that preheat, and then I brought out a baking sheet and just lined it with a non-stick foil. I didn't make all the cookies. This is my first time making these, so I was kind of experimenting, if you will, but this worked out the way that I did it. So if you guys want to throw more cookies on the sheet, please do, but I just did 6. So you're going to put the chocolate chip cookies out and you're going to put them in the oven for 5 minutes. And I wanted to share a little behind the scenes with you guys. I actually shared this reel over on my Instagram. I'll put my handle here on the screen. And so I was filming a reel at the same time that I was filming this YouTube video for you guys. So I wanted to just kind of show you guys a little behind the scenes, and the juggle is real. It can be kind of stressful sometimes doing both at once. But while those cookies were baking and we were waiting to do some more filming, I set aside the mugs that I love to use at Halloween. And I will say, you guys, I think I got rid of about 14 seasonal mugs. I just had way too many. And I had some that I thought were cute, but I just was not in love with them anymore. And I was able to weed out quite a few mugs still that still just brought me so much joy. So I'm going to go ahead and donate the rest, and hopefully somebody who is thrifting that day will come across them and maybe they will bring them home and love them. Having a festive coffee bar is one of my favorite routines in the morning, so I wanted to do just some really simple swaps here at my coffee bar here in the corner. We actually recently redid this space in one of my previous videos, and we put this cute little pedestal here for my coffee syrups. I added that pretty little spring and summer floral vase in the corner. So I just took those white flowers, I don't know what kind they were, and we replaced them with the fall florals that we previously had on the kitchen island. I felt like the size just fit this space so much better, and it gave that perfect pop of fall in this corner. And then I just added a sweet little white pumpkin on that little pedestal with my syrups. And then I love grabbing festive to-go cups. I love grabbing a cup of coffee for my school run or before I go run errands. It keeps me out of the Starbucks line. And I had picked these ones up from Hobby Lobby, and I just paid a few dollars for them because everything fall is usually like 40-50% off. And I've actually picked out some other stuff since filming this, so I will make sure I show that in an upcoming video. But we are continuing with the coffee bar, but my timer had went off with the cookies. So after the 5 minutes of these chocolate chips being in the oven, you're going to take them out, and then you're going to add the sugar cookies right on top. Now they have different Halloween designs, but the jack-o'-lanterns just got me. I loved the orange and the green on there. And you're going to place those right on top of the half-baked chocolate chip cookie, and then you're going to pop those back into the oven to bake the sugar cookie, and it kind of molds into one, and you're just going to pop them in for another 5 minutes. But moving back to the coffee bar, of course I gotta test it out and break it in. And so I'm taking one of my newest mugs for this year, and we're gonna make a fall simple coffee. I'm just using a caramel vanilla K-cup by Green Mountain, and we're gonna run that through the Keurig, and then we're gonna add this sweet cream coffee creamer by Chobani. Now this is the 0 sugar one. It tastes a little artificial to me, if I'm being honest, but I thought I would give it a shot. So maybe go for the regular sweet cream or even the vanilla, or they do make a pumpkin spice, any of those. And then I was lucky enough to get my hands on the pumpkin spice coffee cold foam. This stuff I could just eat with a spoon right out of a jar if I could. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little cinnamon right on top, and this was the perfect fall treat. Make sure you guys check back to my channel in upcoming videos because we are not done in this space. I'm just going to go ahead and swap out some of my, everyday year-round mugs, and we're going to hang up some of my festive cute mugs, but we definitely are not done with these shelves and the other areas in my home. So I'm just taking in a second just so I have somewhere to put these mugs and I can get things kind of cleared off my countertops. But I just was kind of running out of steam, and I felt like I didn't know exactly what to swap this pear picture with because the artwork that I have was just too big for these shelves. And so I think I'm gonna have to get something to swap this out with seasonally. So make sure you guys check back in a future video to see what I end up doing with these shelves. You may have seen these cookies all over the internet. I want to say they went viral last year, but I never made them. But I was definitely curious this year, and I'm so happy I made them. Let me know if you have made these before. I'm usually late to the party on these, but highly recommend if you haven't made them before. Again, very little mess, no dishes, pop them in the oven and treat your family. My kids absolutely loved these, and like I said, they tasted so good. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and hanging out with me today. If you guys want more behind the scenes, I'll put my Instagram handle here on the screen and you guys can just keep up with more up to date on what is to come here on my channel. And if you guys haven't already, I would love to invite you to subscribe and like this video. And here is a little nighttime after shot, and you guys, it is just so cozy. I absolutely love this space, and like I said, we're not done yet. We're going to come back and put some more finer details on these spaces, so make sure you stick around. Thank you again so much.
leaves are turning brown.
Hello and welcome back, or if it's your first time here, I'm so happy that you stopped by. Today we are going to spend a little bit of time in my bedroom. One of the things that I love about fall is all the cozy feels and colors that the season brings, and why not go ahead and bring those cozy feels into your bedroom. I just love coming in here, lighting a candle and just putting on some good ambiance on the TV and settling in with a good book and just taking it slow and enjoying the season. So I wanted to come into my bedroom and give it a little bit of a special touch. If you guys missed my previous videos, we've already went downstairs and started decorating in my family room and in my kitchen. So this is the third space that we are cozying up for the autumn season. Let me know if you guys have decorated yet, and if so, what spaces in your home do you guys decorate? Do you decorate your bedroom? I am newer to decorating my bedroom and I did it last year, but I will say this year I love the outcome. It's probably my favorite style that I've done to date. So kicking it off here on the bed, if you guys are overwhelmed by decorating on maybe like where to start, I love to start in the areas of the room that draw the eye. So downstairs it was my fireplace mantle, and in my kitchen it was my window over my kitchen sink, and here in my bedroom it is the bed. So we're going to cozy up this bed and make it just an area of the room that I can't wait to crawl into at the end of the day.
Autumn comes too soon.
These are new sheets, and what a great deal they were, you guys. I got these on Amazon for under $20. So I'll see if the sale is still going. They were a great price even before the sale, and then I noticed there was a coupon, and I want to say I paid like $18 or $19 for these king sheets in this beautiful green color out the door, and they're thick and luxurious. They don't feel cheap. They're actually really nice. They do come in other colors, but as you can see, I've got this green color going on in here anyways. And even though this color is so great for year round, I feel like for fall and for Christmas especially, it'll just carry me through these upcoming seasons. So I picked this gorgeous green color, and then the rest of the bedding I already owned. So I'm just putting on, I think the white blanket I put on under this comforter was by Threshold. It is so silky, and that is just from Target. I think I paid maybe $30 or $35 for that blanket. For a king size blanket, that is such a good deal. And then my comforter I've had for quite some time now. It's a beautiful hotel style waffle knit pattern on it, and I want to say I paid like $80 or $90 from Target, and I believe that is also the Threshold brand. And then this blanket, I have this in a couple different colors. It's a beautiful kind of camel caramel color, so perfect for fall to kind of bring those beautiful goldy brown colors into this space. This is by Casa Luna. These blankets are a bit of an investment, but I use them all year round. So we're just doing some layering here on the bed, and I'm going to top this Casa Luna blanket with this just white quilted style and just give this bed a luxurious look and feel to it. Before we add the pillows to the bed, we're going to go ahead and add some garland to my headboard. And this is such a simple way to add such a pop of the season to your room. This still has the tags on it. I picked these up at Ross. They were just $16.99 per garland, and I think they're about 6 feet, and so I got two because one would have been too short. So what I did is I just kind of layered them up towards the middle just to make it look more substantial, and then it tapers off as it goes towards the ends. And I love these garlands because you can pull so many different styles and colors into your space with these garlands. So if you love the moody dark burgundies and purples and chocolate browns or mustard yellows, sage greens, even reds, this garland has you covered. It has a little bit of everything, so no matter your style. Now, unfortunately, I can't link anything from Ross, but if you have a Ross close to you, it may be worth the trip to see if you can find this garland too. Clearly, I'm no professional. I'm no interior designer. I just kind of go with what looks good and what feels right, and I will continue to move things around until I like it. I definitely have to live with things for a couple days to kind of get used to it, and then I'll decide if I need to change it or not. I'm also trying to get better about, just making a bed look very sophisticated and welcoming and cozy. So I pulled up a couple videos on YouTube since I actually did this video. So maybe I'll do a dedicated video on how to make your bed look luxurious, like maybe something out of a magazine. I would love to share something like that with you guys because I feel like why not have a beautiful bed to be able to crawl into at the end of the day? And I also love a deal. I love a good price, budget shopping. So I will try my best to keep it also very affordable and budget friendly as well. I wasn't even looking for this pillow, but when I saw it at TJ Maxx, I knew it had to come home with me. It was $24.99, and I will probably use this pillow year round, but I thought specifically for fall and Christmas when I decorate here in my room, it pulls the green from the artwork on the walls and the garland and also my green sheets. It just helps balance everything out, and look at these three colors together. It's so beautiful. You have this burnt orange pumpkin pillow that I got from Target a couple seasons ago, the green textured pillow that I picked up from TJ Maxx, and then the beautiful caramel kind of gold Casa Luna blanket with the pop of white with the garland. I just love how this all balances out this whole area of the room. As you can see from this shot, I have velvet sagey green curtains, almost the same color as the sheets and the pillow and the artwork above the bed, and then the tans and beiges and grays and whites around the room. I think it just balanced out really, really nicely. We recently came in my bedroom and did a whole refresh, so make sure you guys go back and watch that one. I just love the outcome. It is such a great before and after. So go back and watch that one. It's a primary bedroom refresh, and we did so much in here. We painted and redecorated, put artwork out, new lamps, the whole thing, and it came together so nice. I'm still so happy with it. So I'm not going to do a ton of these nightstands. I'm going to leave my framed picture here of my husband and I. It was such a beautiful sunset on that camping trip, and I think the colors really work with the room. And then I just swapped out the greenery with these really pretty little bud vases that were from Target a couple years ago, and then lit this again green candle to kind of pull the greens this way. And then this is a book. If you want to pause this and screenshot, this is a book that I'm yet to start, but now that we are starting the fall season officially any day now, I'm going to pick this up and start reading it. So I think it also looks really pretty decor wise here on my nightstand, and then it's there waiting for me when I'm ready to pick it up and start reading it. So it's pretty funny, when I did the refresh in this room, I also put the same greenery plant on my husband's side of the nightstand, and he kept moving it. And I was like, where does this plant keep going? I thought that the boys were moving it. And it turns out my husband was like, I don't want a lot of stuff on my nightstand. So he was moving it and just like putting it around the house, and I would find it and put it back. And we did the little back and forth until I finally gave in and was like, okay, it's your side of the nightstand. If you don't want this cute little greenery on it, then I'll take it away. But now that I'm in here decorating for fall, I decided to sneak in just this pretty little brass mushroom on his side of the nightstand. So we'll see if it survives. You guys will have to check back. Ask me in the comments if he's moved it or if it is still there, or I don't know, maybe he'll finally give up and let me put a little decorative something on his nightstand. But moving over to my dresser, as you can see here on the TV, I love pulling up TV wallpaper on YouTube. I do it down in the family room as well. I don't have a art TV, or what's the formal name for it, I don't know, but they're very expensive and I'm not in the market for a TV. So I love just pulling up the TV screensavers on YouTube and putting that on the screen, and it just adds a little something. So for any season, you can put that up on your TV. I've done it for a really long time now, and no matter the holiday, there is something. So I put up a little TV artwork on here, and then this vase you're seeing was actually downstairs in my family room on the coffee table, but I found we kept like moving it as we were watching TV or watching movies, so it didn't block if we were laying down. So I decided, why not go ahead and put it up here in my bedroom, and it will bring those pops of orange, give something substantial here on the dresser, and then we won't have to keep moving it around when it's on the family room table. So if this looks familiar, that's what I do. I kind of move things around the house until it makes sense. I ultimately decided I just wasn't feeling the pumpkins in this bowl, and so I just took the bowl away completely, and I had this brass pumpkin. I have two of these. I have one downstairs on my coffee table, and I had this other one, and so I went ahead and just brought this upstairs, and I think it just looks so much more sophisticated and classy here on my dresser. I also wanted to add this wreath you saw me put underneath my jewelry tray here on the dresser. That was from Ross last year. I think I paid less than $10 for it, and I love the burgundies and purples and browns. And then that little light you saw me turn on, I got that on Amazon. If you guys want links to anything, I never want to be overwhelming with links. So if you guys want something, please ask. I'll be happy to grab it for you. But that light is supposed to kind of look like water, and it's so pretty at night. So I just put it to a beautiful like orangey yellow color. It comes with so many different colors. But this one I feel like it fit the season with that color, and it looks so pretty at night when you're putting on a movie. It just kind of gives it more of like a theater relaxing feel. And that was the dresser. I kept it very, very simple in here. I didn't go over the top, didn't do too much. But of course, anytime you decorate, it makes a little bit of a mess. So I wanted to vacuum really quick, and on top of that, I feel like vacuum lines in the carpet when you're done decorating or cleaning a space is just like that beautiful cherry on top. So this is the end result. You guys will have to let me know what you think of this before and after. Personally, I absolutely love it. My husband actually came home from work when I was grabbing these after shots, and he walked into the room, and he doesn't usually like get excited about like seasonal decor. I mean, typical dude, he can take it or leave it, but he came in and just said how nice and cozy the room looked, and he thought I did a really, really good job. So thank you so much for watching. If you could like before you leave, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Also, I had some requests to press the button on my press for champagne to hear how horrible the noise is, so I went ahead and added it to the end of this video. And other than that, friends, I'll see you next time in a brand new video. Bye! And welcome back to an all new video. I thought it would be so fun to pick up the camera and kind of take you guys along with me. It is officially October, and I've begun to put things around the house, and it has me so darn excited. I truly believe that these are some of the best months out of the whole year, especially here on YouTube. I love to click on these videos myself and watch people decorate and get ideas and get inspired on what other people do in their homes to decorate and just get ready for the spooky season and even into Christmas. I have been slowly taking out my decorations, and I do have some fall stuff out for now. And in today's video, I'm going to show you some of the small little ways that I put out spooky, cute little things around my house. I love Halloween. I love horror movies. I love Not Scary Farm. I love all things Halloween. So I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along with me and just sprinkle little touches around the house. And you guys will have to let me know if you guys have decorated yet. I went ahead and got myself a cup of coffee in this cute mug that I got from Target last year. I think this was maybe just like $5, but I look forward to pulling this out and using it on those cold, foggy mornings. Let's go ahead and keep this short and sweet, and let's get to putting spooky little touches around my home. I think I'm going to put together a whole marathon so that way you guys can have all of my 2024 decorating videos in one place, just in case it's maybe your first time stopping by my channel. That is a great way to get caught up and up to speed on everything that we've done here in the house for fall 2024 so far. And I mentioned that because we do a haul video, and these sweet little ghosts, a couple of them were in that haul video, and I give prices and where I got them, and just kind of give you guys a peek on how I had planned on decorating with them, as I'm just trying to be more intentional about what I'm bringing into my home. And these little ceramic ghosts, I owned a couple so far, but I wanted to add to my collection. And this one right here is by the Martha Stewart line. I actually got those last year, I believe, from Marshall's, and I'm just slowly adding to my little ghost collection so I can scatter them just randomly throughout my shelves here. Now, these arches are very new, just within the last maybe like 6 months or so, and they have cut down my anxiety on having to decorate these shelves, like literally almost completely gone. I used to stress out about decorating. I didn't want things to look too cluttered. I didn't want them to look too bare. I was just trying to get them balanced. So this is my first fall decorating the shelves as they are, and we're just going to complement what I already have, because when you take things away, I definitely recommend doing that so things don't look too cluttered, but then you also have to have a place to put the stuff, and I just don't have a lot of places to do that. So I decided to just keep it really simple. But you guys, I'm telling you, the after of the decorating today, I'm so pleased with. So make sure you stick around until the very end. So I love to start on the focal point of the room. That kind of helps me get the ball rolling. So obviously the TV mantle and the shelves are my favorite place to start, and then it just kind of smoothly progresses from there. So here on my record player, we're putting out our Halloween record and our Charlie Brown. this pumpkin shaped record. I can link for you guys. I've shared it before. It is so sweet. It's the Great Pumpkin soundtrack from the Charlie Brown movie, and then the haunted house record you see me put on display is actually vintage. It belonged to my husband's mom, so we put that out. I think it's just the perfect, realistic, everyday touch of Halloween with a very nostalgic pumpkin with witch hats. And then these beautiful wicker witch hats I had found at Ross, I shared in previous videos. I paid less than $10 each for these. I want to say one was like $6.99 and one was $8.99. And so I'm just putting these out on the shelves here. Going to add a candle and like a sweet little Halloween sign. And we're going to call it a day with the shelves, at least on that side. But we will go back and decorate the other side in just a minute. You have seen me do this 100 times. One of the easiest things you can do for your space is just throw on a screensaver. I just love going on YouTube and you can search Halloween TV art or Christmas TV art, whatever season it is, and there are just tons and tons of options on there. So this one I love is animated, so you can hear like jazz music, the crackling fire, you can hear like owls or just creepy little haunted house noises, whatever it is. And I love how like the fire flickers and it's just very animated. So I put this one on. I thought it suited since we were decorating for Halloween today. So I took some creepy cloth in white. I didn't want to do black up here. I just wanted it to be a very kind of hidden touch, a very soft touch of the creepy cloth. And then I'm hanging this adorable little fabric garland. I got this last year and actually didn't end up using it, so I opened it up for the first time this year. I want to say that I paid only like $6.99 for it, and it really gave that nostalgic touch, which if you guys follow me over on Instagram, I put a reel over there. I was really going for a simple yet nostalgic feel, so you guys will have to let me know down in the comments at the end of this video how I did on that. Let me know if you want the link to these ghosts. I absolutely love them. They're just from Amazon and the kit was so easy. I want to say I paid $30 for both of these, and they come with an adjustable pole so you can adjust the height of them. And I tried to kind of mimic the size of my boys. These are definitely a little bit shorter than my boys, but I think for now they work. I don't want them to be too overwhelming since they are in the house, but you can easily put these out on your porch as long as, you know, they weren't out in the elements. But I'm really enjoying them here in the family room. So when we watch movies and we turn all the lights out, I added the glow of the fairy lights underneath, and I think they look so cute. I don't know about you guys, but sheet ghosts just get me. Not even just ghosts, but specifically sheet ghost. My whole family knows this, and I think it's just the fact that like anything could be under there. Anything. Like, look how creepy these guys are. I just let me know in the comments what just gets you, like bats, spiders, vampires, witches, aliens, whatever, but these guys just freak me out. I hope I remember, like tomorrow morning when I come down for coffee, that these guys are down here, because this will just, those will get me. Those will get me. These beautiful jack-o'-lanterns are my viral find this year. I will show you my viral find that I got last year in just a few minutes. But these Pottery Barn dupe terracotta pumpkins are seriously so gorgeous. I paid $29.99 for all 3 of them, and you can choose to stack them like this, or you can sprinkle them around the house separately. You can put candles in them so they glow. They're just so beautiful. So I wanted those on main display, like front and center in the room, because I love them so much. So I just put them here on my shelves. And then here on the coffee table, this is my other find that I bought super early. I want to say I bought this in like June or July, I think July. And it is so classy and beautiful and sophisticated, and I just love how animated it is. It adds like that sparkle and glam touch if you're into maybe like a vintage Halloween. It is so beautiful, and I got it for $24.99, so I could not wait to decorate with that. These sweet little ghost and pumpkin pillows I got at Target last year. Those were also very hard to find. I got my hands on those. And then moving into the dining room area, we're going to be doing a full tablescape that is Legend of Sleepy Hollow themed, so stay tuned for that. But I'm putting a couple of just simple touches here on my sideboard and a very few simple touches here in my kitchen, but I love how it all comes together. I love this Hocus Pocus cookbook. I think I found this at Ross for like $8 a couple years ago, and so I love putting it out on display on my counter. Feel free to screenshot this if you guys want this recipe. I think I'm actually going to make it. My boys have requested it. They look so yummy. So feel free to screenshot this. You guys can make them too. So I just found a really cute page to put on display. I'm going to put this on my recipe book holder with my haunted house cookie jar, and then just some simple happy Halloween kitchen towels. I got these from the Target dollar spot a couple years ago. I think I paid $3 to $5 for both of these towels. I loved the colors and just how simple they were, and they just kind of helped the kitchen flow from one side to the other. And we're gonna kind of start on this far countertop, work our way over to the sink with this cute little ghost sponge holder. Isn't he adorable? I think I just paid a couple dollars for him last year. I'm trying to reuse a lot of stuff that I had last year and just sprinkle in a few new pieces, which I will make sure I point out for you guys. But after we put him out, we're gonna move over next to the stove and put out my marble ghost tray. You can do charcuterie on him, you can put home display, you can put cookies on him, desserts, serve on him. He is so beautiful. I love him so much. I think I paid $16.99 for him, and he is new this year. So I'm just gonna prop him up here on my backsplash, and then I'll give you guys an overview before we move on to the next, which is hanging bats on the cabinets. this was actually my first year doing this on my kitchen cabinets. I usually do this across my fireplace mantle, so it looks like they're flying across the TV over the fireplace, or I've done it in my entryway, so it's like the first thing you see when you come in the front door and the bats are flying across my entryway and my mirror. I love that look, but I really wanted to switch it up this year and do something a little different, so I decided to do them front and center going across my kitchen cabinets, and I love how they pop against the white. They look so cute and just adds like that extra touch in the kitchen since I don't do a ton in here. But as you guys can see, we're moving on to the dining table tablescape. This headless horseman was my viral find last year. I love watching Ichabod Crane, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the old one. You can find it on Disney Plus. Absolutely love this, but this is my first time using this theme in a tablescape. So we're gonna go with the headless horseman theme. So I'm just gonna let you guys sit back, relax, and watch, and let me know what you think of the final product. I love how this came out. It looks so good at night when we're eating dinner in here. It seriously gives it that spike of spookiness and nostalgia for me, as I loved watching that old Ichabod Crane movie when I was a kid growing up. Here, my kids and I are finally going to soak up all of our hard work. We love how it feels in here. My boys love when I decorate for Halloween. You guys all have to let me know if you decorate too. I know it's about 50-50. Some people like to decorate for it and some don't, and that's okay. If you're watching this, I hope you found it entertaining. If you guys haven't decorated yet, I hope that you were able to get inspired to go in and decorate in your homes. If you guys enjoyed this one, if you could please consider subscribing and liking this video before you leave. And other than that, friends, I will see you next time in a brand new video. Bye.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be decorating the porch for Halloween. It's about 90 degrees out, but it's officially fall. I don't get my decor out now. There's not really a whole lot of time to enjoy it. Halloween is like a month away. I have a small pile of things right here. I'm mostly using things from last year. We're just gonna give it a little bit of like a revamp, a little refresh. I did come out and get some lights hung yesterday. I'm very, very excited about those. Those are actually new, and make sure you guys stick around because these lights are going to be like the wow factor of my decor this year. This is day technically 2 of decorating, so I got those one lights. Again, I will go in a lot more detail here once we get out there and show you guys what I got done. and then we will bring it home. We're finishing today. We're not going into a day 3 with this. By the time we are done today, we're gonna be spookified for Halloween. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys are new and if you enjoyed this one, and let's go ahead and just dive right into this video. I started this little pile. I just came in through the side of the garage and put it here. That way it's just less back and forth for me and stays a little bit cooler here in the shade. But I've got my little glow mold that I got maybe last year from Michael's. I absolutely love him. These lights right here are the new ones that I'm very, very excited about. So make sure you guys keep watching to see why I'm so excited about these. I think you guys are going to love those. I've got our 2 skeletons. My boys named these Eek and Ah, I think. Like if you were yelling, ah, that's his name. And then I've got some of my throw pillows to put on the rocking chairs out there, a little cauldron. I got a really cute idea on what I want to do with that. And then I've got my doormat here. We're gonna do some layering, some Hello Pumpkin. So this is some of the bare essentials I want to get out. I do have inflatables and stuff too, but this is just where we're gonna start right now, and then I can go through and pull more from there. These skeletons have been used all around my house, inside and outside, but I loved them in these rocking chairs last year, and so did the trick-or-treaters. So we're gonna go ahead and put them out here again. I'm just rearranging them a little bit differently than I did before. I love how this area came out, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch and just see how this all comes together. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments, but make sure you guys stick around until the very end, because I keep coming back to things and just making it better and better, and just kind of improving as we go, because I was kind of feeling those creative juices flowing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this play through and just watch this all come to life. Oh my gosh, look at these 2 best witches right here, their little hats. I feel like I love this so much already, and this is like all we've done. I love their witch hats. It looks like they're just hanging out. Maybe I can like put a little cup or something. It looks like they're enjoying a little cocktail out here. And then I put this little cauldron. I think what I want to do is put some lights in here, like little battery pack lights. Maybe I can find some green ones on Amazon, or maybe if I go out in a little bit, I can maybe find some at the store. But all I did was fluffed up like a black trash bag to kind of fill the space. And then I had some of this spider web left over from last year. And so it kind of looks like the cauldron has some of that fog on top. So I just fluffed that out. But I think if I added some fairy lights on here, that would be really cute. Maybe I'll add like a little wooden spoon, and it can look like these little best witches are enjoying a little cocktail while brewing up some potion in their cauldron. So cute, but let's keep going. I love how the swap of even just a doormat can make things so fun and festive. That is one of my favorite things to do for spring, summer, Christmas, Halloween, fall, all the things. I think I have a doormat for every season. I love this one. I think I got this at Target last year. I think it was really popular actually. And it's just so simple and says Hello Pumpkin. And I love that it is versatile for fall and Halloween, the whole season, right into Christmas. So even if you don't really decorate your porch much, highly recommend just getting a really cute festive doormat and leaving it at that.
But as you guys can see, I'm not even going to hang a wreath this year. I don't think I used any wreaths now that I think about it. I love this little basket. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and I have a ton of florals left over from when we decorated in the house. So I'm just gonna pull out those beautiful flowers that I had in this basket for spring and summer and swap them out with some fall florals that I already owned.
Just like cool off for a second, and sometimes when I get overwhelmed, if you just walk away, you can come back and look at it with fresh eyes. So I think what I'm going to do is go back out to my totes and kind of look at everything that I have. I know I have inflatables, but I'm like, do I put those out this year? Do I not? I don't know. I think we're just gonna kind of go from there. Sometimes I feel like less is more, like you just don't want to put a bunch of clutter on your porch. So as of right now, I'm just kind of wanting to complement what I already have going on. So this is definitely a process here that we're going through, but I'm glad that I'm taking you guys with me, because I'm definitely not the person that just like puts things down in a spot and then it just stays there. I'm moving it, I'm perfecting it until it feels right. So I'm gonna take a minute, kind of clear my mind, cool off, and then we'll go back out.
This graveyard is always a hit. This is probably, I don't know, my third or fourth year doing this. I've just kind of slowly collected skeletons because I really am trying not to spend a lot of money. So I'm trying just to get like a few things new each year. And you'll see how I kind of spread things out and move things around to make it work. So these headstones, I think I got these on Amazon last year. And even though they're kind of like a cardboard material, they have like a hard layer over it, and so when they get hit by the sprinklers or if it rains or anything like that, they've held up really nice. They're protected, and it came with a whole bunch of them, but I'm just going to put out 6 of these headstones only because I only have so many bones and skeletons to go around. So you're going to kind of watch me spread things out and separate things. Some will just have legs, some will just have arms, some will just have heads, but I think it turns out really cute. The only other thing I want to add to this is maybe hit the Dollar Tree and get some like little spotlights to put on the headstones or on these bones and skeletons, just so at night it really makes a statement. I had to pause what I was doing to go do a school pickup run, and while I was out, my son's school is right up the street from a Target, and I thought, oh my gosh, we put those beautiful LED lights, the spider web that lights up. How cool would it be to go get an inflatable spider to go with the spider lights? So they had one left. It was my lucky day. I got this 8-foot spider. He was $60, but I think he was so amazing. Wait till you guys see him set up. and he matches the Alney spiderweb lights that we just put up a few minutes ago, and it just really like pulls everything together. And I also picked up some fairy lights in like a purple color and added those to the cauldron. So I kind of envisioned green, but they didn't have green, they had purple. And I thought purple actually again matched the spider web that we put up. So again, just kind of making everything flow through the yard. So let's get everything set up and I will show you guys some really good after shots here in just a second. As I mentioned, it was a warm one today, but we got it done. I got this Witch's Brew wine from Target while I was running in getting that spider inflatable, and it was just time to treat myself. So let's go outside and see all the afters. I think it came together so beautiful. I'll probably keep adding a few more touches as I think of things, so make sure you guys like and subscribe before you leave. Also, I will have Alney linked down below in the description box if you guys want to check out these beautiful LED spiderweb lights. Welcome back to an all new video. Today is going to be one that's for me, one that I've been craving, something that I've been wanting to film and put up here on my channel to share with you guys. This is something that I love doing each season, even for Christmas, and we need to get out there for fall. We need to get out there for Halloween because the season is going to come and go so quickly. Before we even know it, Halloween's going to be behind us and up goes the Christmas tree. I'm going to get myself cleaned up. I'm going to change. It's going to be beautiful today. So I'm going to throw on one of my Halara dresses and put my hair up. And I have these cute ghost earrings that I picked up from, I believe it was TJ Maxx, and I've been trying to wear them as much as I could this season. I'm going to throw those on. I'm going to go grab lunch with my mom. Colton's home. He's about to wrap up homeschool, so he's going to come with us. We're going to go down to Old Town Marietta. If it's your first time here, I'm from Southern California. I'm in the Temecula Valley, and I love Old Town Marietta. There's a lot of history, a lot of historic homes and businesses, and one of our favorite little restaurants my mom and I love to go to. There's a cute little coffee scone place next door, adorable little markets, and the spooky thing I want to do today is also go by our local cemetery. There's a lot of rich history here, and there's a pioneer section of the cemetery that I'm dying to go walk through. We do happen to know a couple people that are also buried there, so we may, go give them a visit while we're there, but I really want to walk around that old historic section of the cemetery. So I'm going to take you guys with me. So we need to get cleaned up. I'm starving, so we need to go eat, probably grab a coffee, and then we'll dive in to the fun stuff. So I'm going to take you guys with me. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and let's go. May's Market in Old Town Marietta. If you guys are semi-local to me, make sure you guys pop in here. It is so cute. I love coming in here when I need gifts for birthdays, and you can even make your own flower bouquets in here. It's a small shop with small shops inside, so you're supporting small every time you buy something from here. And then the whole back area is actually an antique store, and you find some of the most unique little finds back there. I found this cute headband, again from a small business, and I actually ended up wearing it out of the store. I thought it was so cute. And then Colton found this little pumpkin patch, so him and I kind of browsed around and ended up taking some photos together. We love May's Market. We just walked around with our coffee and just looked at all the little treasures before we headed over to the cemetery. And some shopping. I got my cute headband. Say hi, Colton.
Hi.
And now I think we're gonna head over to the local cemetery. This one is so crazy. Look, it says born March 2nd, 1856, died June 18th, 1900. I'm trying to make out the name. Esther Ohani. This definitely looks old. Very beautiful. There's some really beautiful headstones in this cemetery. I loved walking around here, saying some of the names out loud, and just appreciating this beautiful section of the pioneers of this valley. And I know some people make it creeped out with cemeteries, and I totally get that. But to me, I feel almost like it's very peaceful here. And I know a lot of people go take walks or go read. And I totally get that. It's just a quiet spot to just come and walk around. And I just find it really fascinating seeing some of these names from the people that settled here. And a lot of their names are very familiar, and I see them on street names and businesses named after them. I just think it was really, really neat to come walk around, and it was so beautiful out. You can see the headstones on these. They're really hard to make out. 1922 to 91 maybe, and then 1825 to 1910. They're a little garden now. I don't know, I think that's just so beautiful. I love that idea. The cemetery was so beautiful, and I was so happy that we went and spent some time there, but we decided to run to Marshall's and kind of lift our spirits a little bit. And I noticed that Christmas is starting to hit the stores, so we wanted to check out the last few remaining tables of fall and Halloween. So I grabbed just a few clips while we were in Marshall's, again kind of lightening the mood. And then I wanted to go home and kind of do some fun stuff. My Halloween costume was coming in the mail, and I had a Halloween haunted house puzzle I also wanted to get started.
Halloween costume arrived. Colton's dying to see what it is. Okay. Perfect day. We had ourselves a Halloweeny day, and then my costume arrives. Any guesses? No. I'm probably gonna have to charge it.
Are you inflatable?
I am not inflatable.
Oh, you have to charge it on that
It's a glow in the dark
skeleton?
skeleton.
I don't know.
You can like zip up the face and everything.
Oh,
I'll try it on. It's perfect. Let me get to the mirror. Oh my gosh. I love it. Hold on. I'll need to put this in the sun because it glows in the dark, but let's see. It's supposed to like, oh, I thought it zipped all the way up. It's okay, I wouldn't zip it all the way up anyways, but it has like, it has the face. But it's so cute, and I could be comfy cozy taking the kids trick-or-treating in this. I got it slightly oversized, and let's see if it has pockets. A weird spot. They're like, that's okay. Oh no, that works. I can walk around trick-or-treating with my adult beverage. I can wear like Uggs, I can wear boots, I can wear shoes. So I'll have to charge this up in the sunlight tomorrow. We just made some pizza, so the kids are eating. It's a little loud, but I also got this cute, like, burnt orange. It looks very brown in this, but it's like a really pretty, like, burnt orange, amber color. All the spooky vibes with my headband, my phone case, my earrings. This sweater was $16.99 and I got it at Marshall's today. It was such a good little find. But really, really trying to embrace this fall season, if you can't tell. I think I'm gonna settle in for the night with a cocktail. I do have a spooky cocktail recipe, but I'm missing an ingredient. So maybe I'll share that in an upcoming video, but we're gonna kind of cozy in for the night, maybe finish the movie, work on the puzzle. But it was like the ultimate spooky day, and I'm so happy I took you guys along with me, living my best Halloween dreams. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and other than that, friends, I'll see you next time in a brand new video. Bye.